I right all my wrong. Yo, we got it going on. This is for the culture. Yeah. Hey, yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah. We hit it right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my fuse. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God.
I'm teaching essentials, I'm operating at my peakest potential. Elijah, he told me to keep it on simple. Through these instrumentals, I speak to your mental. Red. Back in the booth, rap to the youth, they was lacking the truth. Back to the seas, they was lacking the roots. Smoked all the trees and they snacking on fruits. Fed, attached to my roof, detached to the roof on the back of the coupe. Back from the future, I'm back in the red and the blue, yeah, I'm back on my snoot. Niggas be biting, they cracking, they tracking, niggas be capping, they lacking it. Put a toe tag on the back of they battle with nukes, I'm attacking they troops. I wrote these bars in Sumerian text. The legends of Mu, I'm Sumerian sets. It was written in Targaryen text. Came to conquer all my variants.
Yeah, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. Yeah. We hit it right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my fuse. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God. Back on the mic, was dead on my back, now I'm back on my life. Came back from the future, went back to it twice. When I rose out the grave, they say that dude is Christ. I'ma shine like a star, I'ma twinkle as I light up the sky. The whole world was watching on the night I arrived. The Messiah's here, I guess it's finally time. Swear that I hear every prayer that you say. I was there every day, I was still everything.
Chat, what the hell? They got a pillar at the Vatican. Pope Pablo, where you at?
You either fight or run. Life a game, I feel like I won. Hey, yo, we got it going on. I bring my niggas together, we transform and become the Voltron. We hit it right all our wrong. Hey, yo, we got it going on. Yeah. Went through the fire, but it lit up my fuse. I'm blowing up like a bomb. Introduce you to God.
From the quantum shadows, a traveler emerges. Fly Sinet, the multi-dimensional hacker, living his hero's journey. He joins the Pantheon at AI Masters Workshop, November 1st and 2nd. Hosted by 363 Empire, with Red Pillar and Seven Bomar. Tickets, lock yours in, now.
This is the law of mental command. It is the understanding that you are not a victim of your thoughts, but a commander of them.
That's right. That Tokyo shit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gods and goddesses, we are here. You are now listening to TechKNOW Tuesdays, and you are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Red Pillar, joined by my co-host Spin City in the building. And this is episode
indubitably, man.
Episode number 42, y'all. TechKNOW Tuesdays. Wow. We outside.
Big number, 42. How many can we do? Yeah, 42 out of a 52-week year. Fit some travel in, fit some everything that we did in between, like Invest Fast, IRLs, you know what I'm talking about? Good times, man. Good days. The most cutting edge in the arts, man. TechKNOW Tuesdays. It never gets any better.
It never gets. Let me put as we right here and right in live time. I'm gonna pull the calendar up. Family. The 30th. There's a 30th that lands on a Tuesday. December 30th is on a Tuesday. The next day, I think, is what is the next day? New Year's Eve. But that. Next
day is New Year's
Eve. Next day is New Year's Eve. I think we should do the big IRL, yo. The big IRL TechKNOW Tuesdays to end out the year, because 2025 is the year of technology. Like it or love it, hate it or love it. You know what I'm talking about? I think they even gonna give AI the Time Magazine Person of the Year. Now, I ain't with that. I wouldn't have voted it. You know what I'm talking about?
Hell
I
nah.
wouldn't have voted it, even though it's in the headlines. It's not the Person of the Year, but so let them people do what they do because we know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I know what they their goals and their aims, and yeah, they're gonna go ahead and do that. They're gonna name it that. However, we had a monumental year. Have to celebrate it. We have to highlight it. Not only did we do TechKNOW Tuesdays, that's one thing, but what's not being mentioned, what needs to talk about is the AI acceleration or the AI Accelerator 4.4, which were the workshops that we've been doing ever since January. I think when we slowed down on them a little bit in the last 2 months to let everybody just breathe, but
Yeah. I mean, we worked them for like I ain't gonna lie, almost 4 to 5 straight months with everything that they needed.
I think it was
Next
more
to
than that.
TechKNOW Tuesdays. Then we did double classes with lectures on Fridays and work-alongs, action
on
classes,
Saturdays.
activity classes on Saturdays, man.
You smell me? Like, what we talking about? You know what I'm talking about? What we talking about? But yeah, man, it's a beautiful demonstration. I'm glad that I'd be surprised how many people do be tapped into TechKNOW Tuesdays. They be quiet and whatnot. Yeah, it's like y'all voyeurs and whatnot. Y'all on y'all sneaky link shit. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all on y'all finsters watching this. Cause I'll see people in this. I'm like, yo, you and Spin keep doing your thing on TechKNOW Tuesdays. I'm like, I never seen you in the audience.
I never seen an audience.
I'm like, wait a minute. I never saw you. You never commented. You're a commenter. You know what I mean? You're a commentator, my nigga. I never seen you comment. You're a spammer, you know? But it's all good though. I appreciate everybody tapping in. And what I really appreciate is the ones who took the information and did something with it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about spinning red and spin. It's about the information and whatnot that's being delivered. And there's somewhat of an unsaid, unwritten plea that we're giving to everybody. And the plea is, please use this shit for your benefit. Don't let us have to tell you every use case on what to use it as, because we will. However, I know that we're amongst some real crafty people in the audience who speak Pig Latin and Swahili the way that we speak it. So y'all can read through the lines and understand what's being said. And a lot is being said. So something monumental happened yesterday. Let's get right into it and whatnot. As this, I would say, as this movement, because it's a movement, you know what I mean? What's going on in AI? It's the movement. I don't know any better way to describe it. But as this movement progresses, they just released a very monumental and instrumental, and I would say groundbreaking tool, right? And China was the one who
did it again.
They done did it again. So China, once again, I mean, this is at this point, this is Wimbledon. You know what I'm saying? Because what they do is they just lobbing the ball back and forth. I mean, it's Wimbledon between the USA and China. And they just lob the ball back and forth to each other. One day they got the advantage. The next day, the other person got the advantage. So now the ball is in China's court, and they dropped a new model called Kling 01. And it's taken a lot of people by storm, rightfully so. And I've been trying it out, and this is a monster. This is definitely a monster. Have you given it any type of spin?
Not yet. I'm gonna bring it out in a moment. But I'm saying if you already been in, you know what I mean? I've been making my animations. Everything's on Hicksfield, and Hicksfield will let you know that they got the API key, so that's there.
So here we go. I'm just really getting my feet wet, Spin.
Of course, that's what we do.
What this model does, ladies and gentlemen, is it brings our dreams to reality. Whatever we wanted to do, we now can do it. That's just the best way to break it down. They have definitely leveled the playing field. These were two pictures that I put together. This is just basic work right here. You know what I'm saying? Real basic work just to show y'all. I said, make a birds fly by. And I said, use image one as the background. Image one was the Sabi picture. And this is Sabi in a globe and whatnot. Two different modalities. As you can see, the picture in the background. The birds are a different type of design style than the actual statue right here. It's going full 3D. It wasn't like that. Oh, it might have been like that as a reference. Then I did this picture right here where I took a video of me. This was a regular video with me with a flame behind me. And then I just put a background to it, right? So it takes backgrounds. It does it all, ladies and gentlemen. I could do a whole show on all of the things that Kling is able to do now. But this thing is a problem in a good way. This with Nano Banana Pro is literally we are at the brinks of creating AI movies right off of our laptops, literally with the budget of about 500 to a stack. Or let me not play a game. No, maybe a little more. But hey, man, listen, I stand on that.
I mean, yeah, as far as your creativity, your imagination and innovation goes, now they have the tools to the point to where it's like, it is pretty much getting ridiculous. You know what I mean? Is that, bro, you can't beat this shit with a stick motors on.
As we go through what they call inflation and shit is going up, one of the good things about this field right here is that things are actually going down. So the person who we probably will have to thank is China, you know what I'm saying? Because they're the ones who are they're coming in and they're challenging this quote unquote Silicon Valley capitalistic behemoth that really just wants to suck people dry, with their endless quote unquote consumerism and whatnot. China's coming through like, man, y'all don't don't have to break the bank. We're gonna come with a free open source model. We're gonna come with something affordable. Get your creation on, little niggas. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, China's getting more and more feedback and data from American digital footprints.
Right.
So if you're ever going to defeat a nation, if you ever want to wipe a nation out, you need the data on how their people act. So it's been a long time on TikTok, a long time on CapCut. Now with all Chinese models, what are people prompting for? They see they see foolishness and they see slop coming out. So how can you better understand the enemy? Because I've been seeing the war side of everything, because I done got back in my war chest and started to go back into my books. And even if we read the book China, how to build the world of tomorrow, I forgot what it's called. I'll think of it later. But to defeat any other nation, you have to understand its people. You got to understand who's going to fight when you get there and who's not. So now if you understand the digital footprint of all the Americans, that's why, China doesn't have to charge you $30 a month like America does, because America wants you to stay here, live here, tax you, yes, and put capital gains on top of you. China wants to later eradicate the nation that you live in. So they're going to control.
They got a different ball game.
They're going to scoop up such a data scope, with data centers. Their data centers is full of American data. When they teach in their own, why would you teach a 6-year-old, 7-year-old mandatory AI adoption in China, mandatory AI adoption in schools, so you can later take over a huge land. It might not be even in our time, but the
Right.
data that's going back to their servers and data banks is full of the way that Americans think. So you got to balance out that scale as well.
Oh, that's a super fact, and it's not the other way around. Americans it's still the forbidden city when it comes to how Americans view China or how they crunching the data as to what their buying habits are and what they're into. You know, quiet as kept to the Americans that are listening to this. The Chinese, they got bread. They are a consumer base, and there's billions of them. They're a viable consumer. You know what I mean? Like they shop, they buy shit. Don't get it twisted. Even though they make everything over there, they are seen around the world. They're looked at around the world for their buying powers as well. Sell them some shit. Why not? You feel me? We should be getting all type of market info on them, crunching data and targeting them to see how they convert, because they obviously know how we convert. I saw a video going around where somebody said that the sneaker market died, the resale market. You know about that?
No, I don't know anything about the sneaker
Yeah,
market.
they said
That's
that
not a lane I tend to look at.
they said like StockX and all of those sneaker companies. I guess the StockX they busted StockX, and StockX was where I remember my son would send me to StockX to buy him kicks, right? So they would have like, you know, we would be like, I would be betting on shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll be,
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure, getting that
yeah,
big.
they had me, they was wilding me up for Jordans and shit. You know what I mean? So come to find out, they was getting grade A bootlegs. The feds ran down on them and whatnot and exposed them. I think that might have been the last draw, but mixed with this recession that people are in, the fact that money is slowing up, yeah, they said that shit died and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You
A
know,
lot of things slowing up. The good old fashioned OF is slowing up. As
yeah,
people even, that people was getting lonely, but they kind of like, and then again, here we go again, feeding into technology. It's just how I've been lately. The last 2 weeks I've been straight into war chest because I do actually want to understand this top on top of top AI realm that we're in.
right.
Hey, ChatGPT 5.1 came out. Okay, Grok 4.1 came out. Okay, Gemini 3 came out. Okay, Claude 4.5. Damn. Okay, Kimi AI just dropped something. Oh, Chinese just and then everybody's saying Japan on the list of AI, robotics, and tech and software. They're last in global adaptation. So I really don't know where that's coming from. You know what I mean? And maybe they look cool because you're thinking of only Tokyo. Tokyo is not the length of Japan. Japan is last. That's why me and Red need to go over there and and put our flag on what we're speaking on, because Japan is last in AI, robotic tech, software, hardware adaptation. Most people that come from Japan don't even go around with a cell phone every day. Most people in Japan don't even have Wi-Fi. So I don't really know how it's that lit outside of Tokyo.
And they would be the ideal designers and the engineers for all things robotics, being that they grew up with that very heavy in their culture, with the with the Gundam and all of that. Man, yeah, I can't wait to touch the Asian market and whatnot.
Like literally, you know her, Daisha. My main assistant is from Japan. Like she was in the military and she'd been in Japan, and she said for so long she didn't need a website. For so long she didn't need a phone because of the way that they live. And then when you go do deep research with a large language model and see how adapted to AI, robotics, tech, software, and hardware that they truly are.
Right.
When you're listening to TechKNOW Tuesdays, we're in the front. You know what I mean? We're melanated accelerationists to where what we be saying is we want y'all so hip, so on the cutting edge of everything that's going on. You know exactly what Red just dropped. What dropped yesterday? Meaning and you're hip to what happened yesterday. Everybody in Japan will know this same information. Japan doesn't even know what we spoke about in February. My main assistant is from Japan. We can do research on it. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to lit, and maybe it's a cool party scene. Yes, they have the most animes and stuff like that. They're really excited. You know what I mean? They're really, they're cool. Like you said, does Gangnam Style even come from there?
Yes, who?
The Gangnam Style and stuff like that?
Nah.
Yeah, okay. It might be great spots for real life, but in overall tech adaptation, they're dead last. Which Asian country running the game? China.
China, hands down.
China. Every day and tomorrow, because they want to be the world's first superpower. Like the United States is being, United States, run is almost up. So China wants to go ahead and, so again, y'all, I've been so deep into my war chest trying to figure out where tech is going next. Trying to figure out why Elon wants to go to a Mars or a moon or whatever. Why is everybody starting to get into their underground bunker season? What's going on? Why is 70% of our population homeless and only 1% of the population rich? What's going on in here? So, man, go back to your, go back to your war chest, man. I suggest everybody get into your war chest and use technology to do so. Do the real research. You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm scared, and it's not that I'm fear-mongering. We said this stuff last strong. It's nothing weak that what we say, but last week, if you want to go with that, we were already speaking on the totalitarian tiptoe that is happening over here in these Western countries. And what China plans on doing, they looking over the hill like, okay, they having arguments and debates amongst one another. Let me throw a tool. Every time Elon Musk and Sam Altman charges them monthly, let's throw a tool for free so we get the data for monetarily free. But human data is the new gold.
Facts.
Algorithm is the new gold, the new diamonds. The diamonds, because we know we're marketers, back-end marketers. We know now that Meta and Andromeda is up to 56,000 data points per user per day, per fan page per day. You understand? What does that mean for Google? Because when we go back there and we're targeting people, when we're going back there, we're targeting people for the same demographic that I can get on Meta for 28 million people.
Right.
On Google, I can get 10 billion to 1 trillion people for the same search. Do you know what that says about the data point reading on Google? That motherfucker could be at 250,000 data points per user per day. So now if Gemini and Meta come together and that ain't enough data points for you, and because it costs money, and you don't want to be a user of OpenAI, and you don't want to be a user of Gemini, you don't want to be a user of Grok, you know who's gonna come in here and save your life and save your day and save your money? It's gonna be Kenny. It's gonna be DeepSeek 3.2. That's another one.
Right. And they got another one called Z. It's crazy with the images and whatnot. Kimmy is a beast. XLM is a beast. DeepSeek 3.2 is a beast. WAN 2.2 is a beast.
WAN is from there.
Kling 01 is a monster. And mind you, it will be cloned. The frontier models will pop out, and they will utilize the Kling 01 framework as their new framework, because it is a multimodal creation machine that can basically do everything underneath its own hood, versus what was being done before. You would have to hop to different tools in order to do some of the things that it's able to do underneath one roof. I highly suggest that if you are a designer or if you are a creator, you create what is known as a creation agency, or you get a group of creators, y'all come together and knock out a project right now, man. Get that shit right now. Don't wait. You know why? You want to be number one. What do you mean? You want to when a story is told, you want them to say that you were one of the first to come out with an AI film.
Yep.
Forget about it being Grammy nominated or none of that. Just come out with it. Be first. Be one of the first, and then improve upon the next one. But at least get it out there. You feel me? At least get it out. Let it be a short. Let it be a look. Nano Banana Pro. Anybody that's listening to this, because I'll take my own advice. You could literally launch a daily comic book strip.
Facts.
That's just the lowest hanging fruit. You could turn your everyday now into a comic book strip and be like, yo, the adventures of.
Yeah.
If you a rapper, this is a shame. Look, this is all I'm giving y'all gems right now, right? If you are an MC, take your lyric, take your 16 bars and break that shit down into comic book form and upload that on your socials every day. New lyrics, break it down. You could go to Gemini, you could go to Nano Banana Pro, and you could go to Gemini 3.0, and you literally could turn your lyric sheet or your lyrics and whatnot into an infographic. They're not buying music anymore. They're buying a story. They're buying the experience. They're buying the quote unquote the parasocial relationship to the artist. That's what they're buying. They're buying the merch. So you could turn your lyrics into an infographic on Gemini. You could turn your lyrics into a motion graphic. You could turn your lyrics into a cartoon. You could turn. You know what? I'm gonna show you better than I could tell y'all. Let's go to. I need to talk to. I'm still. I'm like, yo, Savon, why did you throw Hicksfield under the bus like that, my brother? I gotta email him tomorrow and be like, yo, let's take that back, because Hicksfield is a monster. They
continue to turn up. You know what I mean? Everybody that spoke against Hicksfield, everybody. I mean, this be the thing. Like even in the chat, right? I don't fuck with anything that Elon Musk does. It's all his AI. This is the AI he used to invent PayPal. This is the AI he used to invent Tesla autonomous vehicles. Right. This is the AI he's using to send rockets to space, whether you believe it or not. This is the AI that is in the mind of all the A1 robots. The thing about hating on a tool is absolute foolishness because of the person that created it. That's what I'm saying. The motherfuckers, the people that make Glock, the Glock family, the Ruger family, those weapons have been used to destroy other humans.
Right.
Nobody ever cared who made it. I don't never mess with no damn Glock family. I don't never mess with no Ruger family. Because you know at the same time it'll save your life. You know at the same time it could change your whole world. It could change a whole situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from the Bay Area. I've lived between San Francisco, Stockton, California. Red know what I'm up to, type of music I listen to, the type of people I hang around. There's a very violent event that just happened in Stockton, California.
Right.
Just like Brother Obi says right here, guns don't kill people, people with guns do. AI doesn't take over minds and masses. Humans using AI does.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So going through a tragic event over here, this tragic event over here, it's the human that the tool, a hammer, again, we always say, me and Red say this over and over again. A hammer will build your home. A saw will build your home. And a hammer will bust your head, and a saw will cut your body in half. Knock it off. Knock it off with the model shaming. Anybody, fuck a model. You're literally saying, well, I will never use that hammer because Spin made it. Yeah, I'll never knock in the nails that I need to get this 2x4 together.
Right. I'll never build that house. I don't like the hammer. It's like, nah.
That's a Jericho hammer because Spin's too black with face tats.
Yeah, that's not really, that ain't the way to look at it. You might be looking at it wrong. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna stand on this, and I want people to fully capture what's being said, right? And this is a conversation about everybody talking about AI to other people when it comes to AI. I use the analogy of this. Imagine somebody with 3 eyes and bumps on their forehead pulling up on a baddie, right? At the sports bar trying to get a drink. Okay. The interaction that they're going to have with that baddie might not be the same interaction that you have with that baddie. No offense to niggas out there with 3 eyes. Shout out to the short kings. But your interaction with artificial intelligence is predicated on your level of intelligence. Let's be clear. The interaction that you have with AI is always going to be personal. Nobody on the planet can tell you how your experience is going to take place in front of artificial intelligence based off of the fact that nobody is as intelligent as you. So how the hell could they tell you about, how could a man tell another man about his experience with a woman? You can't tell nobody, because you know when your experience in front of that woman is going to be predicated on how you approach things. It's the same thing with the AI or what they call artificial intelligence. Intelligence respects intelligence, and intelligence begets intelligence. So my interactions with intelligence, whether it be artificial or synthetic, is way different than somebody's interaction or their experience with the same intelligence. I've seen it, and I'm here to let you know. I'm never gonna listen to somebody who I'm like, yo, build something then. Let me see what you do. Like it's different levels to this. So CBS News or Fox 5 or World Star or Vlad telling you, fam, get out of this cycle of allowing other people to give your ass experiences when it's all about a personal experience. That's what it is.
That's what it is, man. The folks who go see a movie, you know what I mean? It's like folks go see a movie. Oh man, that Red and Spin, that new AI gods, man, that movie's terrible. You don't waste your time and your money on that. Then you like, man, I don't know, cut tripping. You go see the movie, it's the best movie you ever seen in your life.
Because it speaks to some shit that you've been studying, and you know the subliminals, but they don't. So if you've been studying, I'm only talking to the students. You don't see me on Instagram with putting it out there. No, I don't know what people. I'm talking to this. This is a love offering that we doing every Tuesday to get everybody on the team equipped with the right tools so they can start building shit. I mean, it starts there. It goes further than that, but it definitely starts there. You know what I'm talking about? So let's go over here. The Higgs field, they got so much new shit that I skipped over some shit. I just found this the other day. They have a new feature where you could upload one picture and it will give you different expressions of that picture through different timelines, different dimensions, different portals, different styles and whatnot. You could take that next, so I could take any one of these pictures and run it through any one of the especially Kling right now, and I could turn this into a full cartoon. I could take this to InVideo and turn it to a full cartoon. I could take this to VO 3.1 and consistent. I'm talking about consistent, right? So it's giving me all type of. This is one image. Of course, it was the green sweater image, but now it's giving me outputs in all different types. This is an app right here. This is the app right here that does it, right?
Yeah, they ain't playing.
Nah, they ain't playing fair at all, right? And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I've been trying to capture the attention of what they call preteens and the young adults and whatnot. And these are some of the ways to get their attention. Okay. These are definitely some of the ways to get their attention, especially for the ones that stay on their phone and whatnot. Yeah. They're into shit like this. So it's something called apps, right? Higgs field apps. One click AI effects. Just one click. You don't got to know nothing but how to click something, right? You could put you could put clothes on yourself now. You could throw clothes, new drip. You don't have to afford it. If you can't afford it, who says that you can't have fun too, right? Who's
Put
gonna
that shit on anyway.
Put that shit on anyway. You know what I'm talking about? You could put that shit on anyway. Don't let nobody tell you how to put it on.
Yeah, wear your tech entrepreneur clothes. Y'all know Steve Jobs and Steve
turtleneck.
All them niggas do is wear the same clothes in circles. And if you wanna tend to the community and you want some ice and you want some, you probably want, you know what I'm saying, go get some athletics, put it on anyway. All right.
Right. They got video face swap, 3D figures, plushies, billboard ads, character swap, face swap, recast. You could become anybody with the recast. Fellas, no catfishing. Realistic ads, right? Visual effects, ASMR. You want to eat that spaghetti and them noodles and let everybody hear it? Or go ahead and knock yourself out, right? Comic book. There goes the comic book. You could be a comic book every day. Pixel game, Renaissance photos, style ads. Come on, man. Japanese. So where's my Japanese people at? You want to go viral in Japan? Well, you use it like this. You go through here, you create the content, and then you go ahead and you translate it into their language. You do your deep research. What are they into? What are they buying? What's the wave? What's the trend? Who's popular? Who's popping? And that way you target and you sell. You sell. Because this is all once again, this is for business. I'm not here to play games. We're not here to play around. We're businessmen. So this is business, y'all. So this is to do business with. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is, man. Like, I don't know any other way to say it. The game is to be sold, but we giving it to you free. So
we don't gatekeep for thousands.
We don't gatekeep.
So you could get the systems, the SOPs, the workarounds, the work throughs. But man, the tool is the tool, man. And here it is. Go ahead and have that, man. Cook you up something, man.
Yeah, man. So it does a lot. It breaks it down. I put a few pictures through and just generated, different characters and whatnot. If I want to, if I feel impelled on one day, I can animate them. I can make them lip sync. I could turn them into a video game. I could make it a comic book. I could make it a
Silent Hill joint right there. Huh? Look at that Silent Hill.
Yeah, the Silent Hill clip. Right. They got me in a pixel. They got me in a Renaissance castle. They got me as a cyborg. They got me into cobblestone. Yep, you know what I mean? They got me as a Roblox. They got me as a cartoon.
Fortnite. That's that Cuphead cartoon.
That's the Fortnite right here.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So it's then they got the thing right here where I could take one picture and click on the angles, right? Every angle from one picture. Mm-hmm. It gave me all of these angles off for one picture. Look at this. Look at all of the angles. So you could get the worm's eye view, the bird's eye view, all of the different views and whatnot. One picture. Remember that night? That was at the birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One picture gave me all of that. Right. Then I got this time traveling shit that I'm working on. Then I did Stranger Things. I'm in the upside down world. So yeah, man, it's the Hicksville is the bomb. I don't know what nobody talking, but Hicksville is it's a one-stop shop. I bought the annual membership. You know what I mean? I got tired of doing the monthly. I just swapped the annual, and I'm cooking on this. I'm able to make bread off of this. This is good for business because I'm a designer now. Like without taking up my time, I could design. I could do jobs for people. I could create ads and shit. Man.
Yeah, that's the piece of game I'm gonna give them on how I use Hicksfield to create a targeted ad and how to and just how to get through it. I've been doing a certain amount of classes, and there's things that come up. So we've been talking about the call out hook. The call out hook means whatever we target here. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna walk it on. I'm gonna walk it on through. It'll take me 5 minutes. Y'all can just go ahead. These gonna be one of them. This whole segment is gonna be a rewindable here on TechKNOW Tuesdays. Go ahead and bring that up for me real quick, Red.
Yes, sir.
All right. So here we are, business.facebook.com, where Spin City usually hangs. And so we're gonna talk about, getting to our target audience and then animating to that target audience. So, awareness, I'll just put up awareness campaign. And I'm gonna show y'all exactly what to do. And this is what's gonna dictate this is what's gonna dictate what you create ad-wise for your business, for your company. All right.
Right.
So we come here and we target first. Man, you guys talk to me later about, how to really get back here and get it done. Budget. Where I want to go first here. Now, this was my advertising platform. So I'm going to go to Atlanta, Georgia. Now, imagine I'm a chiropractor. Here's the scenario that I taught. I'm a chiropractor. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm going to go find Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I could do a 25-mile radius, and that's everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there might be chiropractors around there. So what I've found lately is instead of, doing a mile radius, I'll do current city only. Okay. That means all addresses inside of Atlanta will see my advertisement. Over here on the right, you see I have 11.8 to 13.8 million people to target. But remember, I'm just a chiropractor here. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to find this audience. And the reason why we find the target audience first is because we create the message and the visuals second. Right. And that's when we go to Hicksfield after. So now, again, I'll go here and I'm in Atlanta only, people with Atlanta addresses. And I want to understand back pain. So I'm actually going to go to people from the ages of 55 to 65 plus, because I'm about to, I really want to get these folks in, right? And at this time, I'm going to go men. Again, I am in Atlanta, Georgia, looking for OGs, and I'm a chiropractor. Okay, right. I still have up to 1.6 men between 55 and 65. Okay, and I'll see if they've been, looking up back pain. I'll see. Nope, that's not it. I'm gonna go to Cairo. They've been. Oh no. That's not what I want. I ain't gonna feel it. No, that's not what I want. Okay. And from my end, I'd sell this to a chiropractor at this point. Chiropractor. Talk about whatever. They might not be there. They're OGs. Okay. I got a high-end chiropractic service. I'm still looking at 1.6. I feel like that's too many. I'm gonna go into income, how I usually do. And I'm gonna look them up for the top 10 to 25% of zip code. So I know that they can get my $800 chiropractic adjustment. Okay. I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit. And I'm gonna also say, what I'm gonna say, it's their birthday. I'm gonna put a birthday in there. That's my favorite.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna put a birthday in December because it's December. Now, the reason why I target first is because now I can develop the message to this exact audience. I don't have to worry about going on social media and speaking to everybody and hoping that my target audience hears it or hoping that my advertising hears it. So what's going on? Peace to the family, man. It's down here at Spin City, Bacchionomy. Are you a man between 55 and 65 suffering from sciatica, low back pain, and Matter of fact, at Peace Family, going to expand chiropractic, man. Happy birthday to all the men between 55 and 65 in Atlanta, Georgia. I know it's coming up. And how about freedom from back pain and sciatica this winter for your birthday? It's on me, man. 35% off. Okay. That can be my hook because I've already targeted them. So now I can speak directly to my target.
Wow.
So now that I'm speaking directly to them, I want them to see themselves. Now I want them to see themselves like this.
Are you 50 plus experiencing back pain in Georgia?
What the fuck you want me to do? What you want me to do? I have the hook. I know what to say.
To this day.
I know what to say.
To this day.
And who I'm saying it to. So not only do they hear themselves pop up in a call out hook, not only do they hear themselves being called out,
they can see
themselves. What do they do in the medical profession? Hey, have you been suffering from flu season really kicking your ass and you've been looking for that good needle?
Can you breathe properly?
Man, come on, man.
I thought so.
So like we say, we businessmen and we go and we market and we advertise. You understand? And that's how also, you know what I'm saying, I made up, the Spin Lightyear. He's on here doing something. Okay, yeah, put that in the video, okay? And that was for my animation portion of my course. But look, listen. That's all I really wanted to say is target your audience first.
Facts.
Build the verbal message that they can hear themselves, and then use Hicksfield and everything Red just showed you. If you're going to target, you got the new children's book out. Use Red Pillar's Minecraft of himself. If you about to bring out a scary movie, bring up his Silent Hill version of himself. Those can lead from the message that you need them to hear to the visual and the audio you need them to see. You're speaking to them now, and then you follow up and you storyboard through problem agitation, through proof of solution, and call to activity. You have now successfully marketed to your target demographic in the voice they wanted to hear, the message they wanted to hear, and they needed to see themselves on the camera. And I'll leave y'all with one last thing that I told my students earlier. There's an APES system going on why people buy. There's action-oriented people that already knew, hey, my back was starving, and all the nigga had to say was, happy birthday, man, is your back hurting? Do you want to be able to move your back for your birthday? Come on down to Spin Chiropractic, right? There's practical purchasers to where, do the numbers make sense? Like, I ain't gonna lie, man, Christmas coming up. You make practical people decide by the numbers. Right. And then there's emotional buyers. Hey, is your back pain keeping you from playing with your children, holding your grandchildren? Because again, we talking to OGs here. We're talking OGs. Does that keep when your hit them where the emotion happens? And don't hit them emotionally just to manipulate them. Hit them emotionally so you can help them. Hey, man, I know, what's going on, big brother, man? I know that back pain keeping you away from your children, your grandchildren, and a good old time out there on the boat, fishing with your grandchildren like you used to do. Come on down to Spin City Chiropractics, man, and we're going to get you right. And then there's social buyers. So that's when you build up social proof. That means everybody buying this shit. I'm going to go get my back done down there at Spin City Chiropractic because that's where they get your back.
Everybody going. Right.
Exactly. Action, practical, emotional, and social buyers. You speak to them, their message, you let them see themselves on camera, and you walk them through from click to order, like Red called it. Peace to the guys, man.
He's dropping his mic, y'all. He's talking that shit again. So real quick, I'm gonna show y'all just to let's veggie back off of the demonstration and go to Google Gemini and just show you some of the things that they doing over there and whatnot, because you literally can take anything now, right? I'm gonna go to Notebook LM and I'm gonna go to Gemini real quick just to give everybody a little bit of heads up as to what's taking place with this new propriety, this new model that they have, that is a beast. It's a beast. Even when they start, you know, they hype up a lot of these models and then it dies down because the new hype comes. Don't forget about the mod. That's why I don't like buying into the hype. Don't abandon the model. You know what I'm saying? Stay with that shit because there's a lot going on in these spaces. So let me see. Boom. Here we in Gemini right here. Right. Stuff. So it now does thinking, right? You literally could go and prompt something, right? You could do a regular prompt, right? Okay. I said, can you help me create a detailed prompt? Da 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 da. It helped me create, it did the research, it helped me create a report, right? This report is very detailed. I take the report, right? I save the report. I save it as a PDF, okay? I take that report and I bring it back to the quote unquote AI and I feed that into the AI again. Let me expound it. Okay. So these are the processes that it takes. Right. So this right here is what I said earlier about an infographic, right? You could take anything now and feed it to Google Gemini 3.0 and literally make what is known as an infographic. These were very expensive, not so long ago. These were very expensive. Even on Fiverr, you could charge a pretty penny to do this for people and whatnot, and they'll pay you because remember, businesses just need shit to get done. They don't have the time, nor do they have the manpower to do it. That's where you come in, right? That's why we encourage you to study these tools and become proficient in them, and then you monetize your skills because you have the skills that pay the bills right now. Don't get caught up in the noise about what no, you got the skills to pay the bills right now. Focus on that, King. You know what I'm saying? And use that for what it's worth. Okay. And keep leveling up, upskill yourself. And you're going to be good. You're gonna be in demand, right? So this is an infographic, very cool. Let me show you something else. Now, I was able to take Panic's lecture, right? He did a lecture about which one was this? It broke it down for me. This was called This is Key, right? The power of frequencies, right? So I said, turn this summary into a detailed infographic using key concepts from Brother Panic's video. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I've created an infographic out of a Brother Panic video, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I now could take the infographic and feed it to who? The knuckle draggers, the 85ers, fifth graders, people who would not necessarily sit down and listen to a lecture done by either him or anyone in the master teachers. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. I'm gonna give it to you in another way. Then you gonna get this work. Yeah, I'm talking about. You could decide how you're gonna get it, but you're gonna get it. But it's coming. It's not open because it's knocking. Unlocking the subconscious. Brother Panic's Guide to the Hidden Driver. Right. So look at all of this. This was done with one click. You know what I'm talking about? So imagine you could turn all of the videos on YouTube, this classics, right? And once again, in your experience, because this is about the individual, not me, or this about what your life is like. What have you come across? You feel me? I sit up here and I share my personal stories, but everybody got one. Everybody got their own path. So whatever comes across you and your path, now we could all use a one tool and have different experiences. But check that out. Check that out. I could blow this up. I could make this a flashcard. I could teach class with this. I could pass this out. There's a lot of things that I could do. But what I will share with you is these infographics will prove our brother Panic's, not that it has to be proved, but his profound intelligence is on full display when we feed these videos to the Google and get it broken down. What else do we have?
You want me to do the notebook LM version of all the the notebook LM version, bro?
I got that too. I got that. Thank you for reminding me. The notebook LM. Check this shit out. You got something?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
you got your notebook? I'm gonna pull up one of these notebooks.
That's what we use. I'm saying, ever since the day you told me, shit, I ain't never stopped feeling.
Man, and it's only gotten better and better.
Yeah, facts.
And whatnot. So boom. Here's one of the notebooks that I got. Let's go to the panic book. I put together a panic book.
Yeah, yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Yeah, so 72 sources, right? I kept the number for the 72 Goetia and all of that. We want to, it's all about intent, right? So we want to stay with the intent. We want to keep this as this is the ritual, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? This is how you put things into into perspective. So they got the philosophy of Brother Panic.
So today we're going to dive into the mind of a pretty fascinating and, let's be honest, controversial esoteric speaker known as Brother Panic. Now, just a heads up, our goal here isn't to say he's right or wrong. Not at all. We're just here to lay out his philosophy, to structure it, and let his ideas speak for themselves. So, where does a journey like this even begin? Well, according to Brother Panic, it all starts when you realize that our reality is being manipulated through hidden messages. He argues that what we consume every day, movies, music, you name it, isn't just harmless entertainment. He believes it's a massive form of social engineering, packed with coded messages meant to shape how we all think and act.
So I got them debating.
Okay, so what if I told you that your favorite movies, your favorite songs aren't just entertainment, but are actually a form of mind control? Well, that's
right. We got there's a mind map. It's vast. Humanity versus spirituality. You know what I mean? It's vast. Like based off of 65 sources, they were able to create that. The unmastered shadow self, detached from human affairs. Media is mind control. Ego and fear keep you trapped, right? So people, when you get back into a lot of the works, I said it on my show earlier, a lot of the classic works, it should be studied. It should be going, look, this is a study guide, a metaphysical study guide. It's a short answer quiz. There's a quiz based off of the YouTube videos, right? This is Nano Banana. This is free. This is Google, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? This is Google. As a researcher, this is an assistant. This is something that helped me with my research. It gave me a glossary of key terms. Baphomet, Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? Everybody that listens to the brother, certain words that you were familiar with. But yeah, this is the notebook that I put together. I got one for Bobby. I got one for Phil. I got one for Delbert. I got one for me and Blue. I got a bunch of them. triple AI, stream chasers, all type of shit. Nano banana. I got a nano banana. I got a whole nano banana prompt guide notebook. Shit is crazy. You know? So yeah, man. Y'all get busy out there. Do what you got to do. Here go the Bobby one. Look, flashcards, esoteric flashcards. You could do this on date night. What's the Greek equivalent for the Egyptian name? Boom, Hermes. According to the lecture, the concept that ye are gods is supported by which Bible verse? Going once, going twice, boom. John chapter 10. So this is all of Bobby's cloth right here in flashcards, y'all. 71. Right? Then we have a podcast where they talking about the information, activating the God within.
All right, today we're going to jump right in and break down the core concepts from the lectures of the esoteric speaker, Bobby Hemmett. We're going to walk through a really
Yeah, we could be here all day with this, but this is, this is how you apply the tools and the technology when the intent is pure and when the intent has to do with forwarding your education. This is how I educate oneself. I am self-educated, ladies and gentlemen. I did not have the trappings of FICO and other I didn't have a Bell Grant. I didn't have Fannie Mae and Sally Mae, and nobody looked out for me and gave me I had to finance my own education, and I had to build my own tools to educate and edify myself whilst on my journey. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, facts, bro. Let me give him some more money, bro, on my notebook. All right. So I mean, I got my notebook right there, but this is gonna be a play again. All right, turning ideas into income. That's all I'm on. So where I'm gonna start at today is answer the public. Now, what answer the public is gonna do is take AI business strategy, and it's gonna tell me what are the top prompts being said inside of AI models, the top search engines, social media, and shopping. So I'm gonna search all. Now, what this is gonna give me here. Let me get a little zoom action. I think it's pretty good. Now, if I'm doing Google AdWords, it tells me my cost per click, and it tells me search volume between Google and Bing. But the most important thing to know here is inside of AI models, people are asking which AI platforms offer integrated analytics for business strategy planning. If we know that SEO, search engine optimization, is going out the door and AI searchability is coming in, we need to be answering all of these questions so that we show up in the next sighting. How can AI?
Hold on. So you mean to tell me like a group of 50 of us could just zero in on these questions that people are asking and literally do 1-minute videos answering all of these questions and then pump that shit through Meta to go viral?
Yeah, check it out. Check out where we're gonna go. We're gonna use your notebook LM strategy with the AI search strategy. So everything that's being put in the search engine, the volume is about 390. AI and business strategy, AI business strategy course, AI for business leaders. What are they shopping for? A business case for AI, why every business needs an AI strategy. So this whole circle, I'm going to answer these questions for each hashtag that's growing, right? These are the top hashtags. These are the top prompts. Now, listen, look at me zoom in. These are the top prompts being asked in my business. So ChatGPT registers their prompts over here with Answer the Public. What are the best AI tools for developing a business growth strategy? I'm going to answer that. How can AI improve decision-making processes in a corporate strategy? I'm going to answer that. Now, when I bring these questions over, I'm going to go to Notebook LM, okay? And what I'm going to do is create a video overview with the pencil. I'm going to make it a brief if I want a piece of content that fits in a short, a reel, or a TikTok, an explainer for YouTube and LinkedIn and etc. I'm going to customize it to match my brand. You know what I'm saying? Like a storybook, like an illustration, like a business card, whatever. Now I'm gonna target a specific use case to create a blog-like answer, an extended answer. Focus on my specific sources in here. All my sources are business strategy, ad strategy, AI usage, AI for business. Describe the structure. It's going to be this, that, and the other. And then I'm going to say, answer the question. Answer the question, what are the best AI tools for developing a business growth strategy? You understand? That's going to come through. I'm going to generate that. I will have a video. But how do we really rank on our websites is we go to reports and do the same thing for a blog post. Now, you have a website, and every day you can drop 5 blogs and 5 video overviews answering one question. If you don't fucking show up in AI search, being able to get your business into AI, into ChatGPT, into Gemini, into Perplexity, into Claude, and into Grok, you actually don't even have to use paid ads. You can just go here to Notebook LM, use that pencil for video overviews and a blog, put your video overview on YouTube with your blog as the description and a link back to your website where the blog lives, and attach the video. And now you're in a self-fulfilling cycle of answering one question 5 times. And you do that for every last question on Answer the Public. Spin.
Did you just say your name after that?
You're making money this season.
Right. Say that again.
I've been in my war chest, and I know for any type of war comeback and war efforts, it's actually going to be the money and the technology that we need. Peace to the God.
Talking my language right now. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man.
Yeah, I feel the same way, brother. Let's get it.
That's why you come to TechKNOW Tuesdays.
I'm gonna share one more with them, man. How you know what I mean?
Cook something. They need it.
Yeah,
They need it, man. Cook something.
That part, man. That part. Man.
You put that music on.
Y'all are definitely in for a good one, man. This has been wonderful, bro.
Yeah, whoever I am, just listen to the information. I've been in the war chest, and it's not, again, I'm not fear-mongering about a war chest, but if I'm going to be a part of the leadership that leads the war efforts, it might not be with bullets. It might not be with swords and shields and bows. I know it's with the technology and the economy. We're here. So please, my people, join in. Welcome to TechKNOW Tuesdays.
That part. Let me see.
This is what Mansa Musa would have wanted me to do, is come out and give y'all the gold. Go get the money.
For show. Let me see something. I want to get the right tool. Been on HeyGen lately?
Of course. A lot of my stuff been HeyGen and people can't tell.
Yeah, they've been stepping shit up. This is something that I do want to share, y'all. I want y'all to become familiar with these prompts. You know what I mean? I've been dropping a lot of prompts inside of the Discord. The prompt game is very important. It's part of your early steps in terms of getting your thoughts together. If you have a prompt generator, it's almost like a cheat code. You feel me? You'll be able to definitely make you'll make profound steps and profound moves if you get your prompts together. Okay. Let me see. So this right here, I'm gonna drop this. This is Nano Banano prompts, ladies and gentlemen. Right? 40 hottest Nano Banano Pro prompts. All you have to do is copy and paste. Right? I wanted to gift y'all with this. Right? So boom. 3D action figure. You could take a picture, turn it into an action figure. You want a knitted doll out of a picture? There you go. You want to put your character in the capsule? There you go. You want to turn something into a plushie, an iPhone selfie? You want to make stickers and whatnot out of your face or a picture of your loved ones? You want to create what is known as a Funko Pop figure? You know they sell those everywhere. There you go. You want some game UI? You want to create game UI on a picture? There you go. So here goes some prompts that you could definitely level up with. Nano Pro is free, I believe. You want some abs money? You want a body reshape? There you go. Knock yourself out. You don't even have to go under the knife. You want to remove an object from a picture? So I'm gonna drop. Drop this in the chat. Y'all enjoy that. You know, there's more where that came from. We are definitely not at a loss for prompt packs and stuff like that, or you know, that's in abundance. Y'all just tell me if y'all need more next Tuesday. That is in abundance. We could drop that shit like bird shit on a Pepto-Bismol day. You dig? But yeah, that is our gift to the family. You dig?
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all tell the world what happened here. You know what I'm saying? I got stuff going on. And actually, Red, I'm not sure if you are hip to the date, but out here in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm having a tech business entrepreneur lock-in at my new house. Right. That's gonna be big. Red know where it's at. Red will be in attendance. Jefferson will be in attendance. I'm gonna get my big brother Rich in attendance. Whoever can be in attendance. But we're gonna have a three land 40-acre experience. So we'll be at my house and we'll just do business. We'll do marketing, we'll do advertisement, we'll do animation, we'll do that stuff. And then we're gonna go to my mentor Judge house and we're gonna celebrate, live bake, you know, just have a cool time. That's where we have lunch at another house, play some games, you know, release the tension of high octane tech business. And then we're gonna go to Bean Acres for a wealth retreat. So it'll be an hour and a half each. We will not take up all your day, but you're gonna go spin, Judge, and Bean. We're doing a triple threat December 20th. So if you're in Atlanta, hey, I'm a target market anyway. So
and it's important that real people get to see real land, right? These brothers that Spin is talking about, their elders that own acres. We don't have to have the National Guard with us. We don't have to have an army with us. We have permit. This is in a black city, mind you. South DeKalb, heavily melanated, black mayor, black city. Everywhere that you look around, you see us.
Yeah.
This mentality that in order for us to live on the land, in order for us to build on the land, in order for us to stand on the land and said, we good, somehow, some way people see that's not possible. And we're here to let you know that we're literally living it. That it's literally happening right now. There's nothing to be worried about. Okay.
Yeah, real land, real acres, real people.
Real acres.
you know, where I live now, you know what I mean? Again, Red being here, Red been a part of the retreat. It's where we had our birthdays and stuff. This is pretty much Black Billionaires Row in South Fulton. You know what I mean? We did get the win. We know, I work for a politician. We got the win here tonight. So a lot of excitement going around. Plenty of gifts. That's why, we continue to give gifts here on TechKNOW Tuesdays. Again, I mean, pretty much working for marketing for a politician is what got me in the war chest. Right. You know, I mean, he had to beat a lot of, false news. He had to beat a lot of things, and we won. So,
right.
Yeah,
you locked into that mode.
You can definitely everybody on here, you can simply donate to my cause, and then you can enjoy ideas and the income that's available. But boots on the ground, Red Pillar, Spin, H Factor, Brian Bean, just good brothers, Black Billionaires Row. Don't worry about anything. Just bring your laptop. We're gonna have Wi-Fi for you. We actually might have extra computers for those of you that don't have a computer, just so you can use some of the things and then take home or take into your Google Drive, because we want everybody to leave with a business, tech, and acre mind state. We want you to go get the money using today's tech, have some fun, and then go out into nature and be on Brian Bean's lake.
Right.
Cabins and 23 acres around, having a wealth retreat, talking to Red Pillar in real life, talking to Jefferson in real life, being able to.
We're on the four-wheelers.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking for, too many people, but maybe, we go over there, sign the waivers, some ATV action, some golf cart action, just to look at the land, see the land, and know what most of us have going on down here in Atlanta, Georgia at this point.
I'm not a hunter, but they did say that you niggas could hunt if y'all want.
There's 13 acres back through my backyard and through Judge's backyard that go 13 acres into the wilderness. And yes, if you bring your bow, like H Factor and Blue Pillar have been working on,
you've been working on the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I just want to, I'm on my Ralph Lauren shit. I'm going to ride a horse through that bitch. You know what I mean? You know, Philip is the lover of horses. So I got to pull up with my, I'm talking about with my black.
Bring out what you need to bring out, man. Meet Red Pillar in real life. Meet my good sister, Ayana Spikes, in real life. She'll be around. So you'll be around a lot of good people, my partners, my mentees, my big brothers, my mentors. It's gonna be a real grand event. It's gonna come right before this, the 25th, where they want to get you wrapped up in everything else. Come down here and get on Melanated Billionaires Row with Spin and Red and them.
That part, I'm talking about. Shout out to the Acre Boys.
Yeah, hopefully they come through. I mean, I talked to them the other day. Hopefully they come through. And again, Layshaw with more land. We'll have people in the building teaching you about land acquisition, real estate, mobile homes, how to put mobile homes on just 1 acre of land, how to turn just only 1/10 of your acre into a farm. Now you get a farmer tract number. Now you don't pay any more taxes on the land for as long as your chickens or your goats or your cows live on it. You'll have your people that do trust and banking in the building. So we, like Mansa Musa, Mansa Musa and Thoth came to me in a dream and said, go give your people the gold or they will perish. So here we go.
And then he left a jacket too. God damn. The big monster. He came in a dream and left the jacket. Listen. It's on and popping. It's on and popping like popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. You heard the brother. You know what I mean? I want to add on as well that we learn the AI, we earn from the AI, and then we buy the land.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Or we build on the land, because a lot of the land is already bought. We just need them prefab homes now. We need to start building on the land. I'm literally watching his mentor build houses and build blueprints, all type of stuff, just build out in real time on the land.
Yeah,
and we're like,
Yeah, how to get the money from we're going to teach you tech, we're going to teach you marketing, we're going to teach you animations and advertisements. We there in person to teach you Higgsfield. Go over there, sit in Red Pillar's corner, learn the Higgsfield. I'll tell you to answer the public. Y'all go over there, do your, I'm talking about. Now we're getting money. Where do we put that money? In a trust. We taking it beyond LLCs. Now you can use trust as your life insurance policy and your bank. The folks out here, they'll teach you how to leverage your life insurance policy and your death benefit to get a loan from it. And you only have to pay it back after you perish.
Right.
And it's going up to a trust. So now the money is going to shift anyway, be deleted from your personal credit and go over to your children.
Facts.
The things that I've been learning over here, man. Mansa Musa and Tho came to me in a dream and said, give your people the gold or they will for surely perish. I'm not the God amongst gods, but I know that I got brothers and I got mentors, I got mentees, and I got partners that are lace y'all boots something so serious. When you walk into 2026, you'll be living a different life in a different mindset in a whole new world that you created.
Oh yeah, nah. 2026 finna be lit, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, this shit is. I said it earlier. The build up. You know what I'm talking about? This is the build up. You know, it gets greater later. You brought up the and that's another thing that the AI, the Nano Banana, is able to do. You know, I've been tapped into the AI studio with it. I went on the back end of that thing. You know, yeah, we was cooking earlier. It has this feature with blueprints, because you brought up the blueprint. So I'm gonna share that real quick before we get up out of here. But yeah, Google for the win. They even got ChatGPT against the wall, nervous right now, hitting the red button.
Yeah, all they need last is a self-fulfilling agent like Chat does. Nobody has matched OpenAI with that damn agent yet.
Right.
I'll write out SOPs and send it to the ChatGPT agent. I ain't gonna lie, this is the best autonomous agents for getting things done.
Right. It's a beast. So I uploaded a 2D floor plan, ladies and gentlemen. I said generate a professional interior design presentation board in a single image for everybody that's in the real estate game. Boom, this is what it gave me, right? So everybody that's in the real estate game, you now can sell your blueprints, the images of what it is that you're building out. You could bring it to life with the AI with just a simple prompt. You know what I'm talking about? These are just simple prompts, right? I copy and paste the same prompt and just use different pictures. Look at that. You know how much money that used to cost? Me and Spin, I say analyze the image of a room and generate a before image that shows what the room would have looked like during construction. Boom. How did it know that? You know what I mean? It gave you the goddamn the drywall. So this thing,
you got the one out there on the 3-acre event space.
Oh, the video that I had took.
Oh, it was a video. I thought it took up like a big picture.
Let me see if I got it on my phone.
Yeah, just using all that stuff, man. Okay, she said, nice. I'm in commercial real estate. Yeah. You can even take that to your architects. You can already, you know what I'm saying? Architects say, oh, I want to do this work, and I got to plan out your map and what your house going to look like. You can literally Nano Banana Pro what you want the house to look like. And I think you can use SAM 3 or just use something on Higgsfield to get a 3D turnaround of the same home, the interior design folks, and then you can just bring it to the architect and say, you know what I'm saying, call the general contractor and let's get busy.
Right.
And hopefully the studio is done by the time Mr. 20th read, so we can we can show that off.
Okay.
You know, the big studio, the one that's in the back.
The big, right. Okay.
Yeah, we got something for you, Georgia. Don't you worry about it. And what, you know what I'm saying? We'll let y'all watch vertically, maybe through some meta glasses, we got a camera crew. You know what I mean? I definitely want the most people to get the gold as possible, man.
Facts. Yeah, I'm looking for that footage when I was on the land. I don't have it in this phone.
It'll be all good. The folks will be able to see land in development, talk to a land developer, talk to a land acquisition specialist, property acquisitions.
Yeah, that's very important. That's very important. So we could get away from the mentality, because if you never talk to them, then you don't know. Like you don't know that shit like that even exists. But we have to dispel any fear that we may have about what might happen to us on the land that we own. Like, brother, shit has happened to us on land that we don't own.
Exactly.
Family. Yeah, I'm talking about. Your nephew does CAD. Okay, yeah. So it's on and popping. It's a lot of bread in what I just showed you with that real estate trick right there, from turning blueprints into 2D images. There's a lot more going on. The info for the event that Spin is talking about,
it's gonna be on my site, bro, this week.
He's gonna have it on the site. You know what I'm saying?
I still gotta meet with Brian Bean and Judge Bowden, their details on that day, but they're already ready. You know, Judge is ready. Right. You know, B is ready. So it's just getting together, taking our photos and putting out that flyer, putting out that link, and figuring out how we're gonna divvy up the cash and etc. We just gotta do the business. Me and those gentlemen to just do the business, but it's a done deal. So y'all be ready for December 20th, either in person. In person is what's gonna be huge, but I guess you can watch online and get the game. Because B and them, they have to bring out the land developers, the land acquisition specialists, the mobile home closer. I have to get these dudes out here. Those are like real people. Like, we're not teaching that with AI. I'm a tech entrepreneur. Like, I'm learning land acquisitions from them. So that's what's going on.
So yeah, we're gonna build. I got something that I want to add on to that that's gonna make it even 10 times more powerful. So yeah, man, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you. We are at the 1 hour and a half mark. That is our time here. I want to say thank you for your time and your attention and your energy up in here. And man, we're gonna see you next Tuesday. It's gonna be even greater. It gets greater later. So we'll have more good news, more info, more new things, more new tech, more fire. Yeah, I'm talking about. And we'll leave it at that.
All right, y'all. Peace to you and yours, man.
Yes, indeed. Peace to the family. Peace to you and yours. Stay dangerous. 1000.
Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land, focused on the ego. Then I opened my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we're stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days
place and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.